I'm gonna talk about 4 main reasons why a guy stops texting you. 2 types of text that men hate to receive. 3 things guys actually want out of texting. And 5 text tips you can start using on the guy you like when he doesn't text back. I mean, texts that guys actually love getting and will always respond to. Well, I'm not talking about sexting him yet. But if you watch till the end of this video, I'll give you 3 sexting tips as a bonus. So stay tuned. Hi, it's Zoe here from Proven Love Formula, where I share tips to help improve your relationship with the special one you love. If you're new here, make sure to click that subscribe button. And the links to everything I mention in this video, you can always find in the description box below. So let's jump into it. Why he doesn't text back. There are 4 reasons why a guy stops texting you. You're probably familiar with this. There's this guy you really like and you texted a few times, but he's always like either taking hours to reply to your message or sometimes even worse, he doesn't respond to your message at all. Well, being ignored sucks. It makes you feel like you've probably done something wrong. You wonder why he ignores your text. Did he lose interest? Should you text him again? If so, what should you say and when to text him so you can draw him closer instead of pushing him away? To answer those questions, you need to know that there are 4 reasons why a guy stops texting you. The first reason. He knows what you're gonna say. Texting is just like making conversation. It's supposed to be exciting, not boring. To get a guy motivated to text you back, try something more interesting and less predictable. The second reason a guy stops texting you. You make him feel like you're not interested. There's a bit of male psychology you need to understand when a guy ignores your text. That is, if the guy doesn't think you like him at all, then why would he want to text you a message? So make sure you don't overdo the playing hard to get thing. The third reason. He's just not excited about it. It's important to create the kind of excitement to keep the guy you like interested. I mean the kind of excitement that makes him dive for his phone even when he's really busy. The kind of excitement that makes him eager to text you back and talk to you and see you as soon as possible. Now you're probably thinking about sexting him to create that kind of excitement. But wait. Don't sext him just yet. Because this is not all about exciting him in a sexual way. It's more about texting him certain messages using the exact words and phrases which will create a powerful reaction in any guy out there. The kind of texts that not only stimulate both his mind and body, but will also move his heart. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be sexting him. Just make sure you follow the 3 sexting tips I'm gonna share with you later. Now here comes the 4th reason why he doesn't text back. He hates your text. Yes, there are texts that men literally hate to read. Texts that make him want to delete your number instead of respond to it. So it's important to avoid saying things like that when you text the guy you like. So what are the common text mistakes women made from time to time that could instantly turn off almost every guy? The first least responded message is to start off with a boring question. Such as, what are you up to? Hi. What's up? How's it going? Asking a guy questions like that, you're basically telling him that you're kind of bored but you don't feel like making any real effort to talk to him. And you'd rather he does the work for you and entertain you. The second least responded message is saying something that's implying that he hasn't been texting you for quite a while, such as, hey stranger. By saying that you're kind of trying to correct his behavior. But trust me, you're just gonna push him further away. So what are the texts that men actually want to get? Texts guys will always respond to. Well, to understand why guys don't respond to texts or why they do. First, you need to understand what men really want out of texting. There are 3 things that men really want out of texting, and if you're able to give him what he really wants, then he'll want to stick around no matter what. First of all, guys love challenge and they want to chase you. There's something interesting about men. That is, when something amazing falls just right into their lap, they often have no idea what to do about it. That's why playing hard to get works. But the tricky part with playing hard to get is that you need to be a little out of reach to get him interested, but not too far that makes him feel like it's impossible to get you. 2. Men wanna provide for you. Deeply in their heart of hearts, every guy's got these ancient instincts to provide for women they love. So it's important to fulfill this innate need by making them feel useful to you in some way. It could be something as small as providing you with some useful advice, wrapping his jacket around your shoulders when you're cold, or giving you a ride when you're running late for work. 3. They actually wanna settle down. Maybe you're surprised to hear me say so, but men actually want a committed relationship. It's not that they're not ready for a relationship. It's just that the deepest need inside their hearts haven't been fulfilled. So when it comes to texting the guy you like, since you're not communicating with him face to face, you need to be more focused on using the right words or phrases to get him interested. Texting in the early stages is about fun and flirty, getting to know one another, and sending positive signals. So try to text with personality and enthusiasm. This means being focused and clear in your messages, using exclamation points and the right emojis, and even sending pictures. Here are a few examples of texts that guys love getting and will always respond to. Try some of these texts on the guy you like when he ignores your text and see what happens, and comment below which text works best for you. Here are 5 text tips to get a guy to like you. Texts that guys love getting and will always respond to. The secret to getting a guy to like you over text is to become a real woman to him, using the power of language to get him talking. So it's important to understand how to use proper language when you're texting, especially when you're trying to text the guy who ignores your text. So here are some of the best texts to use on him when he doesn't text back. 1. The get him to talk and make him feel good text. Find out and respond to something he's interested in and excited about. Use positive text messages to compliment him in a subtle way to make him feel warm inside. This one works really well if you're following him on Instagram. Say he posts a photo of him with a cat. Simply replying with, "Is that your cat? It's so cute," is an easy way to get him to talk, because you already know that it's something he's excited about sharing with people. And you're not texting him out of nowhere because you're responding to something he's put out there. 2. The asking an exciting question text. Instead of asking a boring question and getting his one-word answer, try to change a few words to turn boring question into a more open and exciting one. So instead of asking, "Who's your favorite basketball player?" something like, "Who's the most skilled basketball player you've ever seen?" Gives him a chance to tell a story instead of just a name. 3. Try asking short questions that are fun and easy to answer. You can play a fun and short game with him by asking him a series of short and fun questions, such as Coke or Pepsi, beer or mixed drinks, pork or chicken, food truck or dinner, and pub or club, something like that. This works extremely well when you're both running out of things to say after texting for a while but clearly still feel like continuing the conversation. Playing a fun game like this also shows him that you're not afraid to be silly. He'll think you're kind of cute. 4. The teasing text. Teasing a guy the right way will not only make his heart skip a beat but also leads to flirting, and that's where you wanna be. If you know he has a hobby, a talent, or a skill, some positive quality, then use this information and turn it around on him in a fun and funny way. Something like, "Feel like getting destroyed at pool?" Or, "You know what people say about guys with blue eyes? Terrible kissers." The point is to lean heavier on the positive. Sending messages like this is like saying, "I know you but I am not afraid of you." When using text to tease a guy, it's important to let him know you're kidding. When in doubt, a winking emoji will help clearing up any ambiguity. By the way, emojis matter when texting a guy, especially when you don't have much to say. Using emojis can help spice up a boring text and make it casual and fun. Studies show that these emojis are the ones guys like the best. But avoid these. 5. The direct and brave text. Well, this shouldn't be your first text to a guy if you're not sure if he likes you. This one works when you use it to further flirting with a guy because it catches him off guard. Texting is about being spontaneous and fun, not safe and boring. Here are a few examples. "Hey, you're cute," or "I'm using my last 1% of battery to tell you that I'm thinking about you." So these are just a few of the best texts you can use when the guy you like doesn't text back. For more targeted and powerful texting techniques and strategies, there's a link in the description box below about a triple text system that men are powerless to resist. You'll learn how to use sample texts that are tailored to specific situations to get a guy desperate to respond to your text. Ask you out on a date. Fall and stay in love with you. Regret about the breakup and want more and more of you. I'm talking about the kind of texts you can just copy and paste to get a guy to obsess over you, the kind of text you can use now so that when a guy is ignoring your text, just text him these messages. That makes him desperate to reply right away. So check it out if you're interested. And here comes the bonus tips. Still remember earlier in this video I promised to give you 3 sexting tips as a bonus? Well, you don't really have to sext him to get his instant response. But if you want to do that, make sure you follow these 3 rules. Sexting rule number 1. Being funny and flirty. Sexting is only awkward if you make it that way. Being flirty and silly will help breaking the tension and driving him wild. Sexting rule number 2. Don't do it too often. I mean, this shouldn't be a daily or even weekly occurrence. The less often you get X-rated with his inbox, the more exciting it will be when you do. Sexting rule number 3. Don't be shy. If you decide to do some sexy texting with a guy, don't hold back. If you're going to send nudes, don't do it half-assed. Actually, there are certain silly little images and foolproof sexts you can use to turn him on, with zero risk of embarrassment. So check it out if you wanna know more. So that's it for now, guys. Don't just sit there moping around wondering why he stops texting you. Try those text tips I just shared on him when he doesn't text back, and comment below which tip works best for you, and let me know what other topics you'd like me to cover in my upcoming videos. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Be sure to turn on that notification bell so you'll get notified whenever I come up with a new video. And I'll see you in the next video.